You can't watch a single Star Wars movie without seeing R2. Did you know that he was George Lucas's favorite side character? It's a bit of a tricky one that George Lucas left ambiguous, just like Yoda's origins and species. However, with this one, we actually have a bit of an answer. The first time we see him is in Episode 1, where he was said to have been created for use on Queen Amidala's flagship. On that flagship were 3 other astromech droids, all of which were made inferior to R2's intelligence. He was more than likely made on Naboo. However, herein lies our answer. There was a mention of R2's manufacturers who made and distributed R2 units in the galaxy. This company was called Industrial Automaton, and they were from the planet Nubia. This information is from Star Wars Rebels Head to Head, which is a book written by Pablo Hidalgo going over 26 different versus battles from the series. Now, Industrial Automaton produced their first droid in 33 BBY. BBY, for those who don't know, stands for Before the Battle of Yavin, which means, in other words, before Episode 4, the first Star Wars that ever came out. This brings us just before Episode 1. R2 was actually put on board the Queen starship in possession of Royal Engineers of Naboo as a maintenance droid. Now, these engineers in particular, the Royal ones, were very well known for making aftermarket additions to R2 units. This is why, in comparison to other R2 droids, he's so much more advanced and seems to have a trick up his sleeve for just about any occasion. This, of course, has nothing to do with plot armor. That's entirely thanks to these engineers. Just about a year passes when Padme boards her ship with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan to flee the blockade by the Federation's ships. Causing massive damage to Padme's ship, all R2 units aboard went to repair the systems when each one was blown away, except for R2D2, who was able to bypass the main power drive and bring the shields back online. Recognizing his personality and use, and ever since, he was permanently part of the galaxy far, far away.